So now our recording has started. Welcome to day 5 of Synctellect AI Automation. I think we have like 4 classes more to go because for the whole week, I think we're having just like 9. We should have like, no, not like 9, self, like we're doing 3 weeks in a day, 3 days in a week. We should have like 6 classes. So we're almost running out of our sessions. By the way, we don't know if we are going to be extending or not. So, yep. So let's move on with our session. Started on the 13th. Yeah, by 27th should be done. Yeah. So the assignments. Did anyone attempted the assignments amongst us? Did anyone perhaps try to attempt the assignments among us? I'm waiting for answers.
I haven't done I haven't done it yet.
What do you say?
I've not done the assignment yet.
Okay. Just try to do it. It will make you understand and see your level to know. By doing it, you will understand. You will know if you understand, if you understand or not.
Yeah.
So okay, let me just try to configure this environment first. So I'm going to be moving to conditional statement. Let me add a markdown instead. Conditional statements and loops. Conditional statements and loops. And loops. So yeah, let me delete this guy. You just say markdown. You just say markdown. I'll delete not the markdown. I want code now. Print. I want code node. Why is it giving me all of it as markdown? I think I can change it. Let's say print. Yeah, print hello. Print hello. This will try to now. This will take some time now to try to select kernel and some other things. So I'll just wait for you to select all those. We'll pause for a minute and then we'll come back. So I'll just unmute right now, trying to make the kernel work perfectly, and then we continue. So yeah, see you in some few minutes. Oh, this is taking more than I expected. Why is this? Why is this slow? Why is this slow? I think we should just start the explanation why we will wait for this guy to come up. So I said we're moving on to conditional statements and loops. Conditional statement and loops. So now for conditional statement we have if, elif, and else. If, else, elif, that's else if, and what? And else. And else. So I'll put an example now. So we would say score is what? Score is 72. Now, conditional statement just helps to, like, it works in different conditions. You understand? You're saying score equals to 72. Now, our score is what? Our score is 72. If score greater than or equals to 70, it's greater than 70, grade it as what? Grade it as A. If it is greater than or equals to 60, now from 61 to what? To 69. From 60 to 69, you got to say what? Grade it as B. Else, if it is greater than or equals to 50, so from 50 to what? To 59, grade it as C. Else, put what? Put needs improvement. So let's enter. Wow, we can still not run yet. So if you enter this now, it checks the score. The score is what? 72. What's it going to do? It's going to print out grade A. If the score is what? 300. It's going to do what? Print out grade A since it is greater than 70. Now, if it is what? If it is 52, it print out what? Grade C. Because it is between 50 and 59. If it is less than that, let's say 45, it's what? It says else. It prints else. That means else if, else if, else if, and else. Else is the last thing. So it does not follow all these conditions, no. Else, you just do this. So now it does not follow this condition. We say else is going to print what? 45, and it's going to print needs improvement. Do you all understand? Do I need
Yes.
to switch to Google Colab today? This thing is not running. What the heck is running? What the heck is happening with it? It's like, what's happening? Okay, I think I have this will be our introduction to Google Colab. Let me open Google Colab for us and let us start with flip side. So Google Colab or Google Collaboratory allows you to write and execute Python in your browser, whether you are a student, data scientist, or anything. So you can run Python codes, you can run them inside your browser. So we're using Google Colab to run our code since this is taking its time. Actually, not its time, it's taking our time. Let me share something else. So it helps you run code on the on your browser. So I'll just say new notebook, and with that we can move on. Just it is similar, it is very similar to what to Jupyter Notebook, by the way. So I'm canceling all this. Mm-hmm. That's now let me tell my code here. For those couple that I have before, I'll say conditional conditional statements and loops. Just run it. So okay, we're not generating code. I want to actually just write code. Let's see. I want to paste what we have before. Square equals to this. Now let's run this. Let's run this. So it's taking the time to run. So you can see now, it has given us our output. It says what? Let me just continue. Grade A. Now let me put 45 here. 45. I'll run it again. It says what? Needs improvement. That's because it is less than 50. So this is very easy. This is very easy to do. Think of this as basic logic. So with this now, we can have the idea of what do you call it? What a student report system would look like. So when you collect the number, when you collect the score, you do the addition, different addition on it, you can then grade it using different logics. I hope we really understand. So let us do nested if. So now, nested if means when we say nested, something inside what? Inside of something. So now we have age and what? And ID. age and as ID equals true. So if age is greater than 18, if the person age is what is greater than 18, and if as ID, that means if it is true, print entry allowed. So now the first thing is, if the person is greater than 18, it goes on into this second loop. But if not, if the person is not greater than 18, it comes to this else and say too young. So now it says if person greater than 18, now check second the second condition. If as ID, that means if as ID is true, print entry allowed. Else print bring ID. Even if you are 18 and you don't have your ID, that means you cannot come in. You have to go and bring your ID. So now let us run it. You can see entry allowed because what? Age is 19 and the person what? The person has ID. Let's change our age to what? Our age to 16. You can see it is telling us too young. It's telling us too young. So the person is not what? Is not allowed. So now let's change our age to what? To 20, but as ID is what? It's false. It will tell the person do what? Go and bring your what? Go and bring your ID. So that's what nested if is. And it could get more complicated as it could be. It can get more twisted and twisted and twisted. It can get a lot more twisted. Do you understand? So that's what nested if is all about. So now let's try to do some more things, some more examples. So I think we've got the basics of if. Now we want to say truth and falsy values, empty string, empty list. So if username, print username was provided, else print username is missing. Now if you have a username, I'm trying to do a sample here. If you have a username, print username was provided, else username is missing. Now you can see we don't have any username there. We don't have any username. It is empty. Even if we say none, we say what? Username is missing. Since we say none, if we say 0, username is missing. But now if you come here and we say other, you see username was what? Was provided. That's using the truth and false values. Moving on, let us now check. Multi-case works well for menu choice. Now, for menu choice, when you're building systems, you might want to use menu choice and then so now let's see what this looks like. So now match case works well for menu choice. Choice equals to balance. Match and case work well. So the pair of match and case, they work well for what? For menu choices. Actually, this could also use what? If and else. But menu choice work for them perfectly. It works for them perfectly. So we now have balance. Choice equals what? Balance. Match choice. So if case is what? Case is deposit, print deposit selected. If case is what? Withdraw, print withdraw selected. If case is balance, print balance selected. If case is if no case, just print invalid choice. If the case is not within deposit, withdraw, and balance, print invalid choice. So now let's enter this. You can see balance selected. When I put deposit here, deposit, it says deposit selected. When I put withdraw, it says withdraw selected. But let's imagine that now says payments. And I don't have payment inside of it. It's going to tell me what? It's going to tell me um invalid invalid choice. It's going to tell me invalid choice. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? I'm trying to see if you understand. And please, do you understand? Do you get this? The match and case.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Yeah, you are sounding like it looks overwhelming. Is it overwhelming?
No, no, I'm getting it.
You're getting it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay then. So we done with our if yeah, yeah. I don't know two different all we have all and while we have and while. So we'll try to explore what for loop looks like and also what while loop what it looks like. So now for loop okay, I think I'll just give 3 examples first. We'll give 3 examples first. Okay, I need to generate more and more of this. Let's generate more codes, more codes. Do you have more codes? Okay, I have more codes now. Yeah, let me run this. Let me paste it in. So I want to split. You can even split. What cell? What is it? Oh no. What will be? You can't split here. So it does not have that functionality of splitting that VS Code gives us. Now for loop is used to iterate over a sequence. Yeah, loops are used to iterate over a sequence. That's what loops are used for. They are used to what? Iterate over a sequence. So for loop, we have the syntax as let me even this is it's selected for me. So now we're saying for number in a certain range, print this certain condition. You're saying for number in this list 1 2 3 4 5, print for loop number. So now this part it will go like for number in this range, it will now come, it will pick the first one, print it out, print the number. So number is going to be like I. For I in this, it's going to be, okay, the first number is going to be takes this number one, second number will be take this, it moves on one by one, printing it one by one. Come here, come here, come here, print it. So let me do an example. Let us print this control X. Let us run this. You can see what it does. For loop number one, for loop number two, for loop number three, for loop number four, for loop number five. It takes it one by one and then it starts what? It starts printing it out. Why it prints for loop number, for loop number is it goes first thing, pick it, pick the name, and it just what? It's changing the number only. Same thing for this guy. So range 1 to 6. If you remember our slicing, where you want to start to where you want to end plus 1. So it's printing from range 1 to 6. That means it's going to print from 1 to 5. And if normally if you say range 1 to 6 in Python, it's going to give us a list of what? A list of 1 to 5. Let me put this here. You can range Yeah, this is giving us 1 to 6. It's giving us a list. So it's think, okay, range, start 1, start 2, start 3, start 4, start 5. Just change this to a list. I think, let me enforce it on it. Let me cast it. Here you can see, why changing it to a list, this is what it gives us. Do you understand? You can see, that's just how it looks like. Now, do you understand this? So, number, and then it takes it one by one. Anything that is inside that list, or that data type that can be iterated over, it takes it one by one, print it out, takes one by one, print it out. Now, let us see another example here. Range, start, stop, and step. The stop value is excluded. So now, for odd numbers, we want to print odd numbers inside this range. So now I'm saying from 1 to what? To 10. Now, where we don't want to reach, that means we are saying from 1 to 9, because 10 is where we want to stop plus 1. So from 1 to 9, now take it as what? At step 2. After you print 1, do skip one step and move on to the next one. It says 1, it skips 2, 3, it skips 4, 5, it skips 6, 7. So now let's see how it looks like. You can see odd number 1, odd number, it is skipping. If this 2 is not there, I'm not like this. I made a mistake here. No. I'm not like this. It's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's splitting everything. If you put step 1, so that's the normal step. If you say comma 1, that's the normal step. That's the normal step. But once you skip 1 in between, you say step 2. That means, you know the way you used to climb step 1 by 1. If you want to climb it, I want to be missing 1 each. So instead of from 1, you put your leg on 2. From 1, you put your leg on 3. From 3, put your leg on 5. So that's what this looks like. So you can see, that's why it is keeping it like this. Do we understand? Do we all understand? The next
Yes.
one, the next one will be an exercise for us. Are you trying to interpret what the next? Someone should please try. Someone should please try. Mr. Inkem, do you want to help my guys out? Sister Gibb, do you want to try? Mr. Inkem, do you want to help them out?
Let me try, but I'm not really sure. But I think it should go from Adam, Musa, and Chen. I think so.
Okay. Okay, a minute. Let me give the explanation. A minute. Before I run the code, I'll give the explanation. I'll show you what it's going to output before we run the code. But a minute, please.
Yeah, can I try?
Yes, please, you can.
Okay, so it is it is Adam, Musa, and Chen, but the odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Not get, not get it.
Hello? I don't know, were you able to hear me?
It's no. Okay, let me help us out. Let me help us out. So now this says enumerate gives index and value. Index and their value. First of all, let us see. We have students, Ada, Musa, and Chen. Now says for position, comma, student. Now we're checking for two things: position and what? And student. In enumerate student. So now the first thing we should try to do is let's see what does enumerate student looks like. Students not defined. Let me bring students here. Let me bring students here. Okay, enumerate students. So I will say print what? Uh, let's change it to, let's see if a list can cast over it. You can see this is what is going to print out. One Ada. It's going to be a list of what? One Ada, two Musa, three Chen. So enumerate what? Give them index. So now we're now saying using for loop. We're now saying for loop should take what? Position and student. So that means the position and the what? And the name. So for loop now do what now? For loop now say one is what? Position one is what? One, and who is that position one? Ada. Position two is two, and then who is the student? Musa. Position three is three, and who is student? Chen. So let us run this. If we run this now, you see one Ada, two Musa, three Chen. Does that make sense? That's how to like demystify code one by one. That's how to like demystify code one by one. Now we have some orders, some other samples, some other examples here. Zip loop through list together. Okay, we have like 3 more examples before we use our. We have like 3 more examples before you use our, what do you call it? Before we reach our while loop. But then I want us to also answer questions on this. Zip loop. I'll copy this one. Yeah. Zip loops through related lists together. Score equals to, now we're saying score is what? 84, 68, 91. 84, 68, 91. Now for student, comma score in zip student, comma score. Now we have to understand what this does before we try to like move on. So now this zip student, comma score tries to do what? It zips. Now it will take Ada, our score is 84. Musa, Musa scored what? 68. Chen will be 91. That's what this zip score will do. Name scores not defined. So you can see we have to bring these scores here. I'll bring these scores here. Control V, and I'll run again. Now let's print it as what? Let's use it as list. Let's zip it inside a list. List or dict. You can see Ada 84, Musa state, chain 91. So now for loop we do the same thing it does upper here. Print student, we print the name, and then scored this score. Now let's run this. You can see Ada scored 84, Musa scored 68, Chen scored 91. I hope you understand. Now for else, we've done conditional statements before, if and else. Now we're not trying to do what? To use for loop and what? For loop and else together. So let's see how that works. Yeah. So now let's explain this. For else run if the loop finishes without break. Now we have search names. We have Ada, Musa, and Chen. That's the search names. And I'm saying our target name I want to target now is Grace. For person in search names, very simple. For persons in search names, it now says person in search names. For Ada, for Musa, for Chen, it iterates over them one by one. Now, it's now saying if person equals target, that means if person is target, if the person is what? Is Grace, print found, comma target, that means print found Grace and break. So now if it now runs one by one, if it says Ada is not equal to Grace, it comes again, it says Musa, it says comes again, it says Chen, and does not find anyone that is what? That is equal to Grace. It then break and now says else print target was not found. So break is used like to stop the for loop. It then breaks and says, okay, you did not find target, you did not find Grace inside the target. So let's run this. Grace was not found. So if you now change this to what? To Musa now. To Musa. You see, found Musa. But if it is not, it is something that it can't be found, it say target not found. So those are basic logics, what do you call it, in programming, not too much. So these logics would be the things that we would build on and we would mount on later to like train ourselves. Do you understand? Okay, we have quite a number of people, a lot of people here. People that didn't join us earlier, sorry. We are doing conditional statement and loops. So that's just it. Now to the main gidigba, while loop. While loop can be very, very confusing. It can be very, very confusing. Because while loop, okay, now in while loop you could easily enter inside an infinite loop. You could easily enter inside an infinite loop. What does an infinite loop mean? That means a loop that is not ending. A loop that is not ending. It just keeps on doing what? It keeps on rotating. That means it keeps on, like it's inside a circle. It keeps on looping, rotating inside without having something to stop it. So while you can easily lead us to that. And when you're inside a loop that keeps on iterating, you just keep on working. Just imagine that the computer that a car that just keep running. The car just starts and it keeps running, just keeps accelerating. You know what will happen to it until the fuel, if perhaps condition that there is a smooth road and there is fuel inside, it just keeps running until it meets a blocked road, or perhaps it keeps running until the fuel finishes. Do you understand? So fuel finishing for your system is like for your RAM, for it to exhaust your RAM, and then your system crashes and the program crashes or something. Do you understand? So that is it basically. So yeah, in some minutes I will walk us through what um while loop looks. Okay, so this film, the film that I'm always giving, I'm giving it for us to like practice, for us to practice. Uh-huh. So now let's go on. We have while loop. So while loop is more complicated than for loop, and personally to me, it's used to achieve a lot more things than for loop. So while loop, counter equals to 1. Counter equals to what? Counter equals to 1. While counter less than 5. While the counter is what? Less than or equals to 5. Print while loop counter. It now says print while loop counter. Counter is what? 1. It says counter equals 1 here. It's now updating it. It is now doing what? It is now updating it. Counter plus equals 1. That means counter equals counter plus 1. That means now say once you iterate over the first item, update counter plus 1. So now counter will change to now 2. It comes here again, less than 5. 2 is less than 5. It prints counter 2. Update it plus 1 again. 3 comes again. 4, print it. 5, okay. Now is equals to, what do we call it? Is equals to what? Is equals to 5. It prints 5. Updates again. 6. Now, is it less than or equals to? So now it is not less than or equals to 5. It is now greater than 5. So it stops. So this will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it stops. Now imagine we do not have this counter plus equals 1. No, counter will just keep on being what? Counter will keep up being 1. And then for it to keep up being 1, it can then do what? It can then say, okay, it keeps printing 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. Should I try it for us? Let us see. It will just enter an infinite loop. It keeps up printing 1. Let's see what it looks like here. It is still running. You can see it's printing. It is still printing the 1. No, it will keep on printing that 1. It's still printing it. It keeps on printing the 1. It keeps on printing the 1 until your PC will hang. So now I'll stop it manually by myself. I'll stop it manually here. I'll stop it manually here. You can see executing code in recording. It has even tried to block this guy. So it keeps up printing 1. If you don't update it, if you forget to update it like this, it will keep up printing 1. So you have to be very careful while using while loop. So when you initiate something, try to like make sure you find the process to like stop it from entering the loop and not being able to come out from it. You understand? So that's what we have while loop. That's the use case for while loop. And there's different more other scenarios for while loop. It could be different and more scenarios for while loop. Another example for while loop would be okay. Now, yeah, let's come to the good aspect that I used to just. So I used to tell us, okay, we are learning AI assisted learning here. So now would ask what? Would ask our AI to do what? To help with some help with some examples for doing what? Help with some examples for what is this guy sounding? This guy sounding. Come down, Joe. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay, help with some samples to do what? To explain, to explain, to explain why loop in Python. Then just tell it. Okay, go on. There's going to come. You can see this in Izolodo giving us the same thing that we used before. The same stuff that we did, similar to the same example that we used before earlier. Okay, this is the quotation for us. Oh, wow. Let me see more advanced example, please. Example, please. So on most of the places that you would be writing code, you can see they even integrated AI for us here by themselves. You can see they even integrated AI for us by themselves, not us. Accept and run. So now let's see this here. Now it is importing random. I've not taught you guys random by the way. I've not taught us any library. So it's taking us a step ahead, but now I'll try to explain. It says import random. So now random is a what? Random is a Python library that helps generate random numbers. It helps generate random numbers on its own. So yeah, guess equals to 0. So I'm saying target number. Now our target number, we don't know it. We don't know our target number by ourselves. But now I'm saying random.rand it randomly generates an integer between what? Between 1 and 5. Randomly generates an integer between 1 and 5. Now we all don't know the number that it generated safe. Now guess equals to 0. The number that we are guessing is what? Equals to 0. Print, guess a number between 1 and 5. This is just printing. We've initiated the guess as 0. Target number is it will generate it randomly. We don't know it. It is hidden from us. Do you understand? It is hidden from us. We don't know it. Now we're now saying guess a number while guess not equals to target number. When our guess is not equals to what? To our target number. Our guess is not what? Is not equals to our target number. So let's say target number is, we don't know it, so it is 4. Our guess is 3. When it's not equals to it, it will say try. So try now. guess equals int input, enter your guess. Now you now enter your guess now. So now you can see this guess is not equals to target number. It now say enter your guess. If guess less than target number, tell the person too low, try again. Too low. If it is less than target number, tell the person it is low, try again. If else, elif jare, guess greater than number, greater than target number. If it is greater than it, perhaps it is 1, the random number is 1 and you are saying 4. If you tell you too high, try again. Now, except value error, print invalid input, please enter a number. When you try to enter something that is not a number, it will tell you print something that is a number. Now, if you did not enter this loop, this else, so now you keep trying, you can see while it is not the number. When you now get the number now, while it is not the number, do this. But if it is now the number, it now say print congratulations, you guess the number correctly. So when you try, you enter a number is not correct, it will say you to try again, and then till you try to get it on your own. Do you understand? Let's stop this here for run. Why is it taking time? Okay, it wants me to put an input. Let me try to run this. Now let us enter this. Now, guess a number between 1 to 5. It has inputted the number. It has generated the target number for me. I can't see it. So let me say 4. Too high. Try again. It is too high. I will say 2. Too low. Try again. So automatically I know it's 3 now. I'm telling it 3 now. I say congratulations. You guessed number 3. So number 3 is my what? My guess, and is my guess. So now, and it generates this randomly. If I say 2 now, okay, I got it at a go. 2. Now let us try to see. Let me print out. Let me print my target number. You're not supposed to print it. But now I'll just print my target number. I'll print my target number before we start. So I already know target number is 2. If I input 2 here, I get it. I already know. Just I did Odoro, by the way. I'm cheating. 1, I know. Now I'm saying 4. I put 1. It's telling me too low, try again. 2. Too low, try again. 3. Too low, try. 4. You don't tell me, yeah, you're correct now. You understand? Now let me run this again. It's telling me 4, Abby. 1, try again. 2, try again. 3, try again. Now, instead of 4, I'll say 5. 2 high, try again. 6. Now, it's telling me input a number. If I input something that's not a number, it tells me to input a number. 6, try again. Do you understand? So now if I say 4, correct. So this is as simple as this is now. In this now, we've used what? We've used while loop. We've used conditional statement inside of it. We've used try. You can see as simple as this is. We've used quite a number of different techniques. Now imagine building a more robust application. You'll be doing something more and more and more. Do you understand, guys? Do you understand what while loop, if, else, for loop, and while loop, what they entails? Do you all understand now? So now we can write Python program. That's basically what we need to write Python program. We can write Python program on our own, and then we can do different stuff. So after conditional statement, now we'll just be moving on to we're moving on to conditional statement. Now let us try to build a game. Build a number guessing game. We build the number guessing game. Let's try to build something else. Oh, let's try to build something else. Something else that we will build together from scratch. Students score grading, Abby. Should we do that? A report grading system. A mini report grading system. Should we do that? So yeah, let's do that. I'm sorry for you guys. So what we're trying to achieve is basically just a simple system that does what? So that's something very simple. What does it do? It says it collects. Let me try to explain. Now, if I explain this now, this collab, if you try to do it for me, it collects student grade, student grade, check if if it's a correct number and within the grade list, I mean the grade, yeah, the grade range, grade the student based on the grade. So now, first thing first, we want to collect our grade. We now say grade equals input, input, enter, input is just is to collect information, enter student grade, or enter student grade, yeah. So now, we want to check now if it is a correct grade. Imagine somebody entering 9A as a grade. Our correct grade will be a number and it will be between 1 and 100. Imagine you are grading between 1 and 100 and somebody is putting in 120. That's not correct. 120 over what? You don't want to accept that. And make somebody put in AAA or BCD. You don't want that. You want to cross check it. So now say while grade not equals um while grade not equals range what? Range of 1, 100. No. I'm not running it now. I'm not running it yet. 1, 100. 1, 100. Try grade int inputs. Y grade equals 0. Yeah, y grade equals 0. Let's integrate it as 0. Try grade int inputs this. Int inputs this. If grade in range 1, 100. Now use this. It is even completing for me automatically. So very simple. If grade greater than 70, print grade A. If else grade greater than 60, grade B. Else this. Else I would say fail, not need improvement. Failed. You understand? So now I want to do an except. Except value error value error, print input, invalid inputs, print a number. So now, I think this has to move in a little. Oh, shift tab, shift tab, shift tab. No, tab. It should be on the same line with this guy. Okay, oh my god. Now let's try to bring this guy. Shift tab. It should be one step ahead of. I'm coming. Okay, one step out of. Let's see out. Same, yeah, one step out. This one should be in like this. The indentation looks wrong, by the way, and we need to work on the indentation to be very, very proper. Let us run it first. Invalid syntax except value error. Okay, except our except should be in small cap, by the way, but then the indentation is still wrong. What's making it wrong? It is trying to accept. I should be honest. Okay, let me. I think I'm making it. If grade in range. Okay, okay. This should be else. This else should be here. And our this except should be with this guy. If so, I will use now. I'm getting a mistake from indentation. I'm pretty sure this code is correct, but the indentation is not correct. So let me just explain and so I'll use AI to just debug it. And that's the issue when you're writing multiple lines of code. I think I missed the indentation. What was he saying? Okay, if you add the break to it. While true, try grade int, enter student grade. If one is okay from one to this and this, I'll just accept and run. So now student grade, it wants to take student grade. Let me just say 75. Grade A. Now let us explain what it is doing. Why true? While it is true, grade equals int input enter student. The thing I want to use both my time. If grade less than 70, greater than 70, grade A, greater than 60, grade B, greater than 50, grade C, else print failed. Break. Exit the loop after processing invalid. Else print grade must be between 1 and so if it is not between 1 and 100, print this grade must be between 1 and 100. Else print value error. Now if I'm putting TR5, it's telling me invalid input, bring another error, give you what they call it, give another output. If I say 500, it's telling me grade must be between 1 and 100. If I now say 65, it's telling me okay, grade B. Do you understand? You understand? And yeah, you can be very much flexible by using AI to debug different steps of the of the um of the process. So guys, do you all understand?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So I think we are ending our class. The next session we'll be discussing about functions and collections in Python, and from there we're doing file operations. So I hope we all get it. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir, for the class. Thank you.
Thinking.
Thank you.
Please do practice. Do practice. Do practice. By the way, practice. I think practice makes perfection. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye bye. Yeah, for those of us watching that might be watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, and follow. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye.